Hey friend, today we're doing something a little different. I'm inviting you into a bit of my world as I get some cleaning done, preparing our home for the arrival of this new little baby. And while I do, I want to talk to you about something that's been on my heart: laziness, specifically in the home. Now, before you feel called out, please don't. That's not what this is about. My hope is that by the end of this video, you feel encouraged, empowered, and maybe even a little refreshed. If this video speaks to you in any way, it would mean so much to me if you gave it a like, subscribe to the channel, and tap that little bell so you don't miss any future videos. Alright, go ahead and pop in your headphones, grab a cozy drink, or listen while you move around. This video would be a perfect time to body double. Have you ever heard of that? It's this idea of doing a task alongside someone else, even virtually, to help you get going. So if you got dishes piled up, laundry waiting, or that one cluttered corner you've been avoiding, don't stress. Just hit play and we'll do it together. I'm right there with you. So I used to feel like the laziest homemaker. Truly. I remember wondering why I just couldn't seem to crack the code. I'd see all these spotless homes, beautifully prepared meals, picture-perfect homeschool days, and I'd just feel completely inadequate. Honestly, one of the longest standing prayers I had for myself was about laziness. I would ask God over and over again, why does this feel so hard? Why can't I just seem to get it? I'm going to be completely transparent with you. There were so many days I'd walk into my home and just feel overwhelmed by the mess. And instead of doing something about it, I'd sit. I'd scroll on my phone, I would turn on a movie, anything to distract myself. Sometimes I'd even climb back into bed just to avoid it all. And in those moments, I'd think, what is wrong with me? Why can't I even do the bare minimum? Have you ever found yourself there? Just deeply disappointed in yourself, wondering why change never seems to come no matter how badly you want it? That's exactly where I was. And then slowly, but so purposefully, God began to take me on a journey, a personal, transformative journey. It was His way of answering those years of prayers that I had cried out. But in true God fashion, it didn't look like what I expected. It wasn't a sudden burst of motivation or a magical to-do list that finally worked. It was a stripping away. He asked me to let go of so many things. Vanity, certain shows and movies I used to unwind with, social media, even music that didn't honor where He was taking me. It was gentle, but it was real. He was making space in my heart and in my life to rebuild something new. In this journey, God showed me something about myself that surprised me. I wasn't actually lazy. Now, don't get me wrong. There were definitely moments where I was lazy. Let's be real. We all have those moments. But that wasn't the root of it. That wasn't the whole picture. What He revealed to me was this: I was overwhelmed. I was overstimulated. In that constant state of sensory and emotional overload, it shut me down. I wasn't being idle out of defiance. I was just maxed out. I was trying to juggle more than I was meant to carry, more than I had the capacity for. And you know what? We all have different thresholds. What one person can manage with ease might be the very thing that sends someone else into survival mode. That realization, it didn't condemn me. It freed me. It gave me language for what I was walking through and offered me grace to walk out of it, one step at a time. And it could do the same for you. So how did I find peace? I started simplifying. I'm sure you could have guessed that's where I was going with this. Little by little, I began to strip things back, not just in our home, but in every area of my life. Now, I know that might sound a little overwhelming in itself, like, where do I even begin? But it doesn't have to be. Simplifying doesn't mean doing everything all at once. It doesn't have to be fast or perfect or look like anyone else's journey. Just go at the pace that feels right for you. One drawer, one habit, one small yes or no at a time. Grace over hustle. What matters is that you're moving in a direction that brings peace into your home and your heart. And that's what this is really about. So where can you start today? Maybe it's decluttering one space in your home that's been quietly adding stress. Maybe it's taking something off of your calendar, something that doesn't serve you or your family in this season. You could start building a simple, peaceful daily rhythm, one that actually works for your family and brings joy and not pressure. Maybe it looks like giving your mind and heart some breathing room by stepping away from social media, turning off the TV, or quieting those constant background distractions so you can sit in that uncomfortable silence and face what you've been avoiding. It's not always easy, but it's worth it, and you don't have to do it alone. I do plan on sharing more detailed videos soon. Things like our cleaning rhythms, our budgeting method, how we approach decluttering, and so much more. This really is just the beginning, friends. I'm so excited for you to be on this journey with us. But for now, as you can see by this video, we are in baby prep mode, getting our home ready for a peaceful, beautiful birth as we wait for this little one to arrive. This channel has already been such a blessing. It has grown so much faster than we ever expected, and we honestly feel so humbled and grateful. Thank you for being here. It really does mean more than you know. So as you go about your day, whether it feels full and joyful or heavy and hard, I pray that you feel the nearness of God in every moment, in the quiet early hours and in the noisy, messy middle of it all. I pray that He meets you right where you are, in the piles of laundry, in the dishes in the sink, in the unfinished to-do list, and in the tender moments you share with your family. May He remind you that you are never alone, that His presence is not reserved for perfect places, but is right there in the ordinary and in the overlooked. May your home be filled with peace, and not the kind of peace that comes from having it all together, but the kind that settles deep within you, even when things are undone. May you have the courage to keep showing up, even when it feels small, the strength to keep moving forward, even if it's slow, and the grace to rest when you need to. Because what you're doing matters more than you know. You are seen, you are loved, and you are held by a God who delights in you. I'll see you soon, friends.